Check, check, check. All right, we're gonna get a slate. All right, episode 3 of the Sherrod Can't Sing case study podcast, man. It's a few things that I want to address. A lot has changed since the last time we was here. Doubled in the amount of followers I've had. One thing I want to talk about in this particular podcast is just the amount of love and support I've been getting from people that's following me and sending me comments, messages, and DMs and stuff like that about how much I inspire them and just things like that. It's really, really crazy, man. It really brings like a tear to my eye just thinking about people looking at me for inspiration and saying that I do this for them and that for them when I really just started doing this 2-3 months ago. Every comment I see them, I may not be able to respond to all of them at once, but man, I appreciate it. This is how I got to this point. All social media, Instagram promotion. I was thinking about it earlier today, and I think the one thing that would make my ad look less like an ad, because the whole point is to make it seem seamless. You don't want it to seem like, okay, I'm looking at posts from my friends. Oh, okay, this is an ad from a rapper. Yeah. Let me scroll right past it. Yeah, me not even knowing, just doing stuff, you know what I'm saying? I just put my whole spiel, my whole story as far as boom. November 2018, woo, 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 woo. And it's like, okay, this is a story. Let me read this. And then, boom, let me listen to this song. And then, boom, let me click on his profile. And then, boom, dang, he got stuff better than this. You know what I'm saying? And then, then you start looking at, me, the way I'm educating people. You know what I'm saying? Not that I know everything, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And if it's working for me, it could potentially work for you. You always kind of want something that people can read, you know what I'm saying, and engage with. Yeah. You don't want it to just be like, boom, go listen to my song. I know you don't want stuff to look like an ad. I do know that from God is Dope. Gotcha. You want it to look like, oh, okay, boom, this is something my friend might have posted or something like that. Before you know it, you online buying a shirt. Right. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, you listen to one of my songs. You downloading the mixtape or the album or something like that. Content without context is, you know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Content without context, it could work. But, if you got a whole story to go with it, you know what I'm saying? That's what's drawing people to it. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? People are drawn to this whole story as far as, my man was hurting. Yeah. Like you can feel it. And then not only that, if you thought it was a gimmick, once you click on the page, you can hear the other songs and be like, nah, he probably really went through this. Yeah. This ain't, because I was thinking earlier, I'm like, man, if somebody would have told me this, I think I said it on the last podcast, like if somebody would have told me, use this idea of going through this with your significant other, I would have like, bang, that's a cool idea. All right, let's go. But where do I start as far as writing? Right. When I ain't never been through it. Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All that stuff came from really experiencing that. When you creating your ads, try your best to not make it look like an ad. Or get ready to download my mixtapes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be a little bit more clever. Like, listen, you got to think about it. You advertising to a total stranger. Right. They don't know who you are. Right. Walking up to somebody in the streets, you in the streets with somebody saying, buy my mixtape. Right. Why am I buying your mixtapes? I don't even know who you is. You got to, you know what I'm saying, give them something to, not buy my mixtape, I'm just finna tell you my story. I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm trying to see Woman Crush Wednesdays. I ain't trying to see no rapper. Right. I ain't trying to see no singer. Right. But what I will pay attention to is somebody that is a story. Right. Somebody that's been hurt. Because we all been hurt. Yeah. I get so many DMs about people like, man, I've been where you at. Oh, this next thing that I'm doing, okay. I'm giving away free shirts, okay. Free merchandise, Sherrod Can't Sing. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So my approach with that is going to be learning from what I've done here at God is Dope. It's going to be free. It's going to be no cost. All you got to do is pay for the shipping. And the shipping is going to include what it costs me to buy the shirt. Because right now, I'm not making no money off my merchandise. So why would I try to make $20 a shirt day one? Why not brand myself? Right. Why not give it to somebody for free and say, hey, or not what they think is free is going to be at cost because let me tell you, it's going to cost me $3 to ship it. Right? Yeah. It's going to cost me, the amount that I'm going to get them at, it's going to cost me back $3 to make it. Right. I'm going to make the shipping $6. Right. So whatever I pay for the shirt, $3, plus the shipping, $3, boom, you got a free shirt. Right. It ain't cost me nothing. I ain't made nothing. Yeah. But you got my logo on. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You riding around the street, mother like, who is Sherrod and why do I give a fuck about him not being able to sing? What if he can't sing, what can he do? If Sherrod can't sing, what can he do? Oh, let me check him out. You know what I'm saying? That's that on that. Hold on. I'm trying to speed through this because they only giving me 10 minutes on the podcast, man. But also, what I want people to understand too with this merch, good merch makes a difference. Something that's relatable, like something that people want to, buy. I don't know what the Sherrod Can't Sing shirts is gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like just that saying. But I got some quotes from my raps that I know people will wear. One of them being, if I didn't choose God, I would have been a pimp.
Yeah, that's a strong statement.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a strong statement. A lot of people feel that way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Another one being, you fall in love with goofies. I was never your type. Yeah. Stuff like that is something to be like, yeah, I can relate to that. Gotcha. Something that they can relate to. Gotcha. They can't relate to just your name on the shirt. Yeah. You gonna have some super fans that will buy that.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Bro, don't worry about selling the music. We in a streaming world. Yeah. It's people that went platinum that can't pay their bills off streaming, the money they made off streaming. So why you, even if you sell 1 million records, you still gonna be out here looking crazy. So it's like, man, come up with some dope merch. Sell your merch. Right. Of course, getting the downloads, listen to my song, woo, woo, woo. But you trying to rely solely on people listening to your songs for you to make money? Right. You can't rely on people just being everybody being a super fan. Right. Out of 50,000 people, you might have 5 super fans that's just gonna buy everything you drop.
Exactly.
Out of 50,000 people, right. 50,000 followers, you might have 5 people that's just like fanatics. Yeah. But at the same time, you can't rely on that. Exactly. You gotta put yourself in the other person's shoes. Like, man, if I didn't know me, exactly, would I wear that? You gotta put yourself in the, you always gotta put yourself in the consumer. I get that from customer service here. God is dope. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was on the phone with my man the other day. He was like, man, you know something I noticed, man, when you was on IG Live, people were saying, man, they ain't like your songs with the curse words in it. And you said, all right, cool. Well, after I play this song with the curse word in it, I'm going to play you something that ain't got no curse words in it. You ain't say, well, get the fuck off my page. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's, exactly. But what you got to understand is people, it's just customer service. Like, anytime somebody's irate mad with me about a shirt or order that they didn't get, I'm kissing all type of ass trying to get that one customer back. Yeah. Because that's what it's about. That's what it's all about. Like, we building brick by brick. Same thing with the music. It's like, man, all right, cool. You don't like that? You can't please everybody. Right. But if you can take a different approach as far as how you talk to them and how you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And then, they more understand. It's like, okay, I don't like his stuff, this type of stuff, but I like this type of stuff. I'm going to keep following them. I'm going to still support. I'm going to still buy. You only got to please them once for them, and then they sold. Real talk. Starting a record label. Basically recruiting people with this case study, saying, look what I did for myself. And I suck. You way better than me. Right. You way flyer than me. Right. You way younger than me. Right. Imagine what I could do for you. Right. Come on over here to Death Row Records. And then it's like, man, you right. All right, cool. We'll sign here, here, and here. Yeah. And I don't know shiesty shit, but it's just like, I'm showing you what I can do. This is the case study. This is me basically starting my record label. If I can do it for me, no experience, I ain't know how to rap 6 months ago. Right. We figuring it out on our own, and I'm going to show you how to get this money on your own. We don't even want your masters. Yeah. Give us a little bit of that. We'll whop the band. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get you that. And another thing I want to do is doing smaller promotions, like my man Tarek was saying, where right now I'm doing promotions between $200, you know what I'm saying, to $500 per post every 24 hours. I want to do something as far as $50 per post and see what type of reaction I get, because everybody ain't got that 200. Everybody ain't got that 500. I'm gonna scale it down, because I've been to the max. I'm gonna scale it down and just get y'all the results from that too. Going automatic when it comes to Facebook, instead of trying to be smarter than Facebook and pick who you want to see your shit. I think it's been around, but automatic is where it's like Facebook pick who see it based off of who already follow you. How many times you been on Facebook and they like, man, you might want to follow this person? It's like, I ain't seen that motherfucker since 3rd grade. Stop trying to be smarter than Facebook. Oh, and a big thing. If you're going to put your video on Instagram and try to promote it, take the guns out, take the drugs out, take the naked girls out. Because Facebook, they're going to see it. They're going to be like, nah, we can't do that. And you won't even know why. You're like, man, they ain't approving my stuff, or they ain't showing it to enough people. Because you got guns and shit. But even if you do got guns and stuff in your video, create an Instagram version with no curse words. No curse words, none of that vulgar stuff. And then, boom, make it interesting enough to make people want to click on it. And then they can see all the foolishness you got going on and figure out whether they want to, you know what I'm saying, buy into it or not. It's so many people in my thing talking about how much I inspired them, bro. That's crazy. The post that I did that everybody going crazy over, and like when I'm singing on the mic and they just all type of comments, negative comments. That post, I put $500 behind that post for 24 hours. It generated 5,053 clicks. And the crazy part about this, most of my posts, for some reason, attract a lot of men, probably because I'm giving away game on the podcast and stuff like that. But this one was like 50-50, 52% men, 48% women. So I'm trying to attract some of them women. You know what I'm saying? Them the ones that spend the money. But just think about this, though. So that's basically, I got 5,053 promotion clicks off of $500. I'm going to break it down. That's less than 10 cents per potential follower. You got to understand that. That's a lot of traffic for that money. But the thing is, once they click, are you going to get them to turn over? A lot of people can click and then get to your page and just be like, nah, this ain't it. But they clicking on that clickbait, and they coming and they seeing like, man, okay, he really on to something. He really got something. But then not only that, okay, you spend $500, right? You get $3,500 followers. You spend $500, get 3,500 followers. Then what? They just following you? Right. No, you got to have something on there so they can go and sell. So even if off those 3,500 people that follow you, if you can make up that $500 that you spent in promo off your merch, right. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. I was kind of scared, bro, because I'm like, damn, I'm getting all these followers. Are they really following me for me? But it's like, I'm not buying no followers. When you buy followers, you see it go from 2,000 to 25,000. Yeah. Like that. Boom, you got 2,000 followers. You want, how many you want? 20,000? All right, it's going to be 22,000 in 5 minutes. You gradually seeing my shit change daily. Yeah. But I was like, man, are they, when they follow me, are they going to be engaged? But you ain't got to follow. Just because you seen the sponsor. That's the hardest way to get somebody to follow. Off an ad? Yeah. Now, just imagine if somebody that got clout said, man, go follow Sherrod Can't Sing. And they don't know nothing about me, but they following me because this person told them to. The engagement going to go down because they just following me because they fuck with somebody else. I want you to follow me for me. Right. So, yeah, I'm going to stick with this. And I was even thinking about starting a label where we don't pay the artists pay us. All right, cool. You seen what I did with myself. You want to do that? What's your budget? Gotcha. What's your budget? It's a record label, though. Right. It's a marketing agency acting like a record label. Yeah. What's your budget? 20 bands? All right, we're going to need 10. We finna put 10 toward this, that, and the third. We'll wop the band. Because you're going to have these followers. You're going to have this engagement forever. You're going to have this. We're going to put together the whole demonstration. But we're not going to mess with you unless we think it can work. It's like, like the lawyers. We're not going to take your case unless we know we can win. Exactly. Boy, this been 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, boy. Yep. Now I got some execs in my DMs. Oh yeah. Multiple. They ain't gonna say nothing out in the open. It's going crazy, man. What's up, Rado? What's going on, baby? What y'all doing, Majay? He what? He did what? He started screaming what? He started screaming daddy, so I called you. What up, Rado? You see me on IG? I'll be home in a minute. Y'all hungry? Yeah. Test me what you want. All right. Bye-bye. Bye, Rado. Love you. Say bye-bye. Bye. We trying to get to the dollars, but right now the follower count is 7,284. The budget for this week, I would say roughly 2,000. And if my merch game was right now, which is not, because I got a few dollars to blow. You know what I'm saying? So I suggest somebody. Right. I suggest people. I'm doing it sloppy a little bit. I suggest people, before you start putting this money behind, make sure your merch game is on point. I got a few dollars to blow. I know I can make that up. You know what I'm saying? I know I can make that up. Make sure your merch game is on point before you even try to do this. Because that's how you make it back, and you just put it right back in there. Even if you double your money, if you sell $2,500 worth of at-cost merch, if you do it right, the following ain't gonna go nowhere. Come on, like right now, bro. I'm trying to build this cult following. If I cap at 10,000 followers, bro. If I just say, all right, cool, I'm done right there. I won. Nah, man. But you know what's crazy about the music thing? You can only be that new artist one time. After that, it's gonna take skill and marketing. You can only be that hot new nigga one time.
Finna
You
push
can be
y'all up
hot
on
just so you
something,
know.
man.
I'm just trying to give y'all some information.
Just vibe out. You be wearing fake Gucci just so you could fit in. Got a room full of hoes, but ain't none of them 10s. You be going through the motions, you ain't really that nigga. She said you took her on a date and couldn't pay for the dinner. I grew up around the Lords, but I fuck with the Stones. I had bitches all my life, that's why my pimp game strong. Never owned a pair of Gucci's or Balenciagas, but I probably got more money than your baby father.